Hi friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot. Today we're going to do energy pairing, unboxing the NYC Tarot and the Midnight City Tarot, which is come from the inspiration of these two beautiful deck came from New York City. And I'm filming this with the understanding that Matthew Perry, one of the artists or the actor who played Chandler Bing in the hit TV series Friends, has just died 30 minutes ago. So yeah, it's Friends is one of those TV series that evergreen in a way, and it was like one of the most hit TV series in the 90s when I was a kid and a young kid basically. So it's really hard. So this video is dedicated to Friends TV series and Matthew Perry in particular. May his soul rest in peace. So Midnight City Tarot is a deck that came as what do you call it, is not mass market but indie deck tarot. I brought the guidebook, but now I forgot it in my suitcase, so we're just gonna do without the guidebook, and probably I will do a short later about this. And this deck is really beautiful, and I have a lot of beautiful reading with it for professionals, young professionals. So I'm a little bit not a little bit, but I'm quite excited actually to see how this pairing will do with the NYC Tarot, New York City Tarot, like New York City sewer, from Sterling Ethos, which is in New York. So yeah, and New York City Tarot is of course from Sterling Ethos. It's a mass markets, in contrast with Midnight City. Let's just see the guidebook now. Manufactured in China, made in 2023. So there are 78 seconds in every New York minute, and this tarot deck is a magical way for you to celebrate them. Okay. Big apples, that's why I also bring the big apples here. And yeah, it's really interesting. Learning your deck means learning to live it. It's true, like, because this is new, I don't know how it would feel, but the Midnight City Tarot, it felt like that. It felt like I'm in New York as well. That's true. The New York second spread, that is really funny. Empire State of Life. Wow, it's really nice. It's kind of cool spreads that they have here, and it seems like the guidebook, it's all according to the deck. So it seems like it's a fun deck to work with. Let's see about the author. Bess Matassa is a Brooklyn-based astrology and tarot reader, teacher, and author. Urban Geography PhD. She left the campus for the cosmos, first offering her celestial surface as street signs astrological walking tour of NYC neighborhoods. Interesting. Wow, this is really nice. Other titles, the Tarot Almanac. Sounds nice. I want to know this girl, you know. he sounds fun, but the artist Clara is New York City-based illustrator, born and raised in East Village. Sounds like a fun flip through. So I guess, wow, this is started from the end. I have to redo first the card, okay? Okay, finally I'm done redoing the cards from Pentacles, King of Pentacles into the Fool, and let's start this finally. I haven't seen that much of the deck. I'm keep looking at my cats while I'm redoing the deck in itself, the the sequence of the deck. So let's do this, okay? I'm going to be as surprised as you. So let's see from the Fool. It's very interesting from both of them. It's about coming into the New York City JFK airport. So yeah. Oh, by the way, this deck is much bigger card than the Midnight City Tarot. I think not that much bigger, but yeah, we will talk about card quality later, I guess. The Magician. I don't know why the Magician has to be New York taxi. Is it really that hard to get a taxi in New York? To find and hail cab the taxi? That is interesting. It's also something that Sarah Jessica Parker in Sex and the City, always like her ability to hailing the cab is incredible. The High Priestess. Okay, both deck is yeah, using different symbolism with each other. The Empress is the ability to take care of the kitty with the food, grocery shopping, while this one is just a rose. It's very interesting. Look at how the Emperor is the Empire State Building in both deck from different vantage point of view. I'm sorry I have to do it like this because otherwise it's so glaring. So I hope it's okay with you. This is the Met, right? The Metropolitan Museum. This is like a yoga teacher. Is it means that if it's a London Tarot, should be like St. Paul or something, or the British Museum as Hierophant. Interesting. The Lovers. I guess New York is a very busy place and it's not very romantic one, so the Lovers card to me is not very romantic in both decks actually, but I like it. It has the Sagittarius sign. It seems like the Lovers means like a big adventure. But yeah, reading with the Midnight City Tarot, I never do it for romantic reading, you know. It's just the feeling of the hustle and bustle of New York. It's just, it's romantic in Sex and the City way, not like, you know, it's a different kind of romance. So this is the Chariots with the New York hot dog and the New York City cab. So cute. You see now this is like using the public library. It's not the Met. It's the public library. Okay, look, it's as the Hierophant here and as the Strength card here. And this deck is choosing to have a kitty cat. Meanwhile, my kitty cat watching me doing the flip through. Okay. I'm not very familiar with New York actually. I just went there once a few years ago. More than 10 years ago now. So I'm sorry if I don't make sense. But I'm hearing that there is this a very famous, it was forgotten, not forgotten, but like not used anymore, of a public train kind of pathway become like a airwalk throughout the city or something. It's very beautiful. It's nice. It's outside and he's the guy inside. It reminds me of Peter Parker also, the Spider-Man. And so many stories made in New York City, right? It's like the Spider-Man also there, Daredevil also there in Hell's Kitchen. Seems like really interesting place to be and to live. It's using the same exact place. And the same exact icon. Lady Liberty. It's very funny. This is like day and night. Well, it's sunset and night. Well, this is Midnight City Tarot anyway. But this is also New York City Tarot at night. So, but interesting, yeah? The Hangman, Roosevelt Island. And this one is kind of remind me in one of that sequence as well in Gotham City in Batman, when they're about to, you know, in like kind of like Batman versus Joker or something like this against each other, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there's so many movies staged in New York City. It's incredible. This is New York City. I want to say Hyde Park, but Hyde Park is in London. Central Park. in the sorry, in the late autumn day, and this is the sewer. So funny. It's called the Death. Temperance. One thing that I want to say also about the Death card here, both of them doesn't really announce about death. It's only about transformation and change of flashing out the BS basically. And this is like changing of the season, and it's kind of like give me the feeling that New York City doesn't want to acknowledge death. It's just acknowledge the change of pace of seasons and the change of people in it. It's quite interesting point of view from both decks. And the Devil, of course. Hell's Kitchen. I think this is supposed to be Hell's Kitchen, but no, it's also the Madison Square or something. So you're certified to turn on this thing on, right? That is funny. The Star, Penthouse. Penthouse Live. It's funny that it's bringing the New York mermaid as the moon. Both of these decks are quite unique actually. with the notion of the sun instead of like one figure very prominent like most of Rider Waite Smith deck with one baby in front, but in here the sun, it's like everyone, it's so insignificant. It's very interesting point of view, I would say, from both decks. Oh, this is all vantage point of Peter Parker with the Judgment. Because with the Judgment you see in the more different point of view, right? Higher vantage. This is Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, and this is I think the latest one, Tom Holland, Peter Parker. No, Tobey Maguire. Also here with the Kristen Dunst, I think, if I'm not wrong. The world. The world is Manhattan, according to this. I don't know about this place. Is it a real thing in New York? It must be. This is the view from one of the apartment, I guess. That's a nice of one in full moon. Beautiful work. Look at this. Both of the two of ones in here is about the patios in one of those red brick buildings. That's very famous fire escape. It's a place of the Spider-Man. There's so many sequences in this kind of movie. And I guess this is where people planning their next move in New York, I guess, on their balcony. Look. I think also Pretty Woman has this kind of sequence, this kind of balcony. When Richard Gere is like kind of hailing her from downstairs and she's came out and looking at him from this kind of balcony, if I'm not wrong. Oh my god, I'm so triggered. Not so triggered, but like there's so many movie sequences that I see from both of this deck. It's very interesting. Not so much from the Midnight City, but from the New York City for sure. Four of Wands. This is more like true to Rider Waite Smith, and this one not so much. You see. Oh yeah, another one is about the pigeons in New York City. In one of the sequence of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Kevin Macaulay Culkin character being helped also by the pigeons and the lady who feed them in New York City in Central Park, winter time. Seven of Wands. This kind of doesn't make sense. What is the sense of this? In this Seven of Wands, I'm more interested in this one. Again, the reference to the pigeons. All of these balconies is kind of weird, actually. Nine of Wands. Oh, and also, I like this one. This is Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, I like it also in this Nine of Wands. Okay. It feels to me that one sequence in Friends where Monica and I forgot who was there, but some of them is like looking at one of their neighbor naked or something, and they started to try to poke him on the belly or something like That was so funny. There's so many things going on in the balcony in France. And one instant is like Phoebe accidentally throw away the tickets for, and they won the lottery from the tickets, and they kind of like mad at her. Things like this. That is very interesting ones. Why is it with the bird here? And this is make more sense, right? With the shopping. Okay, page of wands is hot dog. In here is also brunch, actually. Interesting. Because the page is like an info, right? But why food? Both of them. Oh, Knight of Wands, of course, the first energy. It's beautiful. Queen of Wands energy, very attractive places to be in New York. Top rooftop floor. I guess if you're a Queen of Wands kind of energy, you like to spend your time in the rooftop bars in New York. I have the same feeling when I live in Shanghai as well. Shanghai is like New York, but full of Chinese people, I guess. The feeling is almost the same. And yeah, they have also nice rooftop bars. Queen of Wands energy. Oh my god, look at this King of Wands. He's like enjoying the concert here. That is beautiful. Wow. Exactly the same thing. Yeah, it's a little bit much, the casualness of the Two of Cups here. It should have a little bit more romance, no? Even though it's New York, it cannot be this casual. Is it that casual in New York about romance? Yeah. Oh, this is cute. Someone spilled it and someone forgot about it. Oh wow, look at this. Talking about pollution and not putting litter in its place. The Five of Cups. It's a bit much. Six of Cups. I prefer this one. It feels that New York City Tarot is a little bit more random and more streets than the Midnight City so far. Oh, disappointment. Yeah, it's kind of like not really capture the feeling too well from the archetype. I mean, I guess this one is not bad. Both of the deck is also a little bit fake on this one, the Nine of Cups. It's just kind of like it's very earthy, down to earth kind of energy from both of them. Huh? There is no kind of like big, wah, you know, like Nine of Cups energy. It's like should be like happy kind of thing. You see, like the Ten of Cups energy is also very very earthy, very casual. For both decks, it's very not random, but it's very like happiness from the mundane kind of thing, if I may say. You know, very earthy feeling. Enjoy the small things kind of feel. Page of Cups, you see? Enjoy the small things. Oh my God, now we're going to Hudson River with every kind of sport imaginable in New York City that people do. Where's the whale? They should put the whale as well. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. Oh, the whale. Now we see it in one of the museums. Mermaid Parade. Oh, Mermaid Parade was in the moon in the other deck in New York City. This is all in Hudson Promenade, isn't it? Beautiful. Interesting. It's like in a shape of map. Why is it like a cockroach here also? It's funny. This is pencil. Okay, different concept now. It's about a map with different animal for the swords on the New York City Tarot. Three of Swords. I don't really get it with this one. What is this trying to say with the Three of Swords energy with this? You know what I mean? Like this one, the Midnight City is very clear. It's about cannot stop, and it's very New York City feeling also. It's very like I have to get this done, a gazillion thing before I can rest, but it never came, isn't it? In this case, Four of Swords with the fly, I don't really get it. This feeling, this archetype. And in the Six of Swords. This is also like when Spider-Man trying to stop the, not the Joker, the one with the gas. What is it called again? That villain that played by Cillian Murphy, that about to gas the whole city, Gotham City. This type of scene. I almost burn it. Gonna put it a little bit here. Train delays with Eight of Swords. Yeah, I don't really get the sword suits from the New York City Tarot with the different animals in the map. I prefer this one. It makes more sense to me for reading. Page of Swords. It's beautiful. The Knight of Swords here. It's very fast moving energy. Going everywhere. Haste energy. Oh, Queen of Swords is the Guggenheim, isn't it? It's just outside. can't get it with the King of Swords here. With the looking at, is it like looking at from a bird view point of view? So it's like very cool and calm and collected. Maybe it's like this man. Maybe. Oh, we're going to New York Pizza. New York Pizza is really expensive. One time I ate there in Manhattan, just like a 2 big pizza is almost like $200 in a restaurant. It was quite incredible. I couldn't believe it. It's like, why we only had pizza for $200? Maybe we should just like buy a sandwich or something across the street. It was so funny. There's also a scene in Friends when they try to move the sofa or something in the apartment, and it reminds me of that. It's really sad now. I think it was involving Chandler as well. Oh my god, this one is also have cockroach in it. It's probably a big problem, cockroach in New York City, because it's in both decks as well. It's a sign of poverty as well here. 6 of coins. Seven of Pentacles. Patient. I don't know why this has had nothing to do with patience. It's funny. Yeah, this makes sense. Making your study, right? Study to make cake. Manicure, pedicure time is a happiness time. And I guess to be able to taste different type of size of pizza in a day is a happiness too in New York City. It's party time. In a way, it's very interesting to have like a same kind of pattern highlighted here. Bagel burger. Page of coins. It's a study in coins. So does this mean that he studied to take a cue? I don't know. Maybe he's a secretary of some kind. Knight of coins. Taking the subway. Walking the dog. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is nice. Because this is like Queen of Pentacles is a queen or a feminine energy that's similar to Empress and living in her dream world. So probably someone who has her own business or someone who make her dream come true by providing healthy, natural, organic food to the people of New York. And these beautiful cards from both of them. And yeah, King of Pentacles, the king of the domain in the earth. Someone who has their own domain in New York. It's not easy. It's a very expensive city, New York. It's beautiful. This is the back of the deck. Okay, so we did flip through from both decks. It's a very interesting feeling that I have right now. I felt a little bit of nostalgic of my own time in New York, and also both a lot of movie that I've seen about New York, a lot of the scenery is quite similar here. Yeah, in a matter of cardstock, I prefer the Midnight City Tarot because, well, it has, I don't know this type of cardstock name anymore at this time. I used to know it and I forgot, but I like the durability. It's a little bit shiny, but also it's repel water, so it's not easily get wet if you do reading outside. I'm so sorry, I have a lot of lost in vocabulary in the paper cardstock because I have limited space in my brain apparently, and I'm using it for my psychological study at the moment, so it's kind of draw me blank. But yeah, this is like kind of premium type of cardstock actually, that also shuffle really nicely. But that is the Midnight City Tarot ones, and let's see about the New York City Tarot, NYC Tarot. The cardstock is also very thick as well, but it felt a little bit not cheap, but it's a bit more generic. But also because it's a mass market deck, I kind of anticipated it, and it felt more bulky in the hands. It's slightly in the bigger side. Let's see how it shuffles. It's not so bad, the shuffle, although it's not as smooth. It shuffles okay, not bad. It's just a bit bulky. So yeah, in general, what do I think about the two decks? I feel that some of the, I felt the New York City Tarot somehow is kind of like doesn't have enough time to finish the minor or something, because like the sword suit is, to me, it's a little bit of a cop-out. It's just like one single map space in New York with a little bit of bugs. Maybe I have to read the guidebook to understand what it means, but at the get-go it's a bit weird. So the swords is a little bit a shame for me. Also the pentacles 1 to 10 is like pizza pieces, and also I also don't get that. The ones as well with the balconies, even though there's a lot of things going on the balconies, but I think it's also a little bit much. There's a different type of stairs and fire escape, I think, in New York City, but to have it in all of the one suit, it's also, for me, it's a little bit a cop-out. But yeah, maybe you don't think so if you use this deck, and after I read the guidebook, probably I don't think so either. So yeah, it's a very interesting deck in general, especially in the major arcana actually. Unfortunately, it's just not really expanding so much. I kind of wish that they probably have New York in different era, you know, like Mad Men era, or I don't know, Mad Men is like 60s, 70s, and then it's probably 80s era when it was Andy Warhol, Keith Haring, Basquiat era in the 80s, as a graffiti or something, because New York is also very prolific, right? And also probably it can add glitter like in this deck with the Studio 54 in the 70s. So there's a lot of things that I miss about New York from this deck, the New York City, that probably could have been done better. Maybe have like in the 90s Sex and the City period, you know, or like when the Spice Girls doing a show there with Beckham over there, their first kid named Brooklyn, you know. Probably there's a lot of this type like things that very iconic about New York. Breakfast at Tiffany's is not very highlighted here, and it felt very urban, but at the same time it's a little bit losing a bit of a meaning for me, unfortunately. But maybe it wanted to just focusing on New York today, which is probably this is how it felt for the artist. So I don't mind it, but I feel that it's a little bit of lost opportunity to create a quite iconic New York feel. Even like Project Runway, for example, it's in New York in so many seasons, and they did a lot of shows outside the studio. Actually, they did with the stilt in next to the Hudson River, and one time it's also in the Madison Square as well. So I guess there's a lot of things that missing in this deck that's very iconic from TV feeling. But maybe if that was the case, you don't actually feel the feeling of New York in itself, basically. So yeah, maybe. I don't know, I'm not the artist, I'm just justifying it for her now. But that's it for now from me. I really enjoy doing this flip through and unboxing. Unfortunately, we're doing the unboxing in this wake of one of the major TV series actor that featuring New York has died, Matthew Perry. But in a way, I hope this video is entertaining for you and reminding you of New York as well. And if you live in New York, I hope you like the commentary that I did for this deck, both decks basically. And please don't forget to subscribe, share and comments if you do, and I guess I see you in the next video. Bye bye.